like, what the fuck? But hey, just never on Sunday, man.
Mishy, gishy, gushy, gushy, mishy, mushy, mushy, motherfucker.
What up, buddy? Get myself situated. Can you hear me? You good? What do you think? Say something. Chat can hear me fucking probably drinking my coffee under the music. Alright. Oops. Alright, 2 minutes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just finishing up my reading.
Oh, I like kinda read. It was more like a documentary. We'll see. We'll just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Did you spam the link?
No, not yet.
Dude, we hit a new milestone for subscribers. 69
Yeah?
subscribers.
Whoa.
Dude,
Nice.
69. Saw that this morning. Let me adjust my camera real quick. 1 minute. Let me turn this shit up. get started?
Yeah, sure.
That was my special effects right there.
Let me.
Oh shit. I kind of fucked it up.
What
Wait,
do you mean?
what? Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
Are we
Wait, why
live
is
in
it?
the here, sir?
Shit. Sorry guys, my bad. Wrong screen. Whoa. That was
There it
bad.
is.
We're learning. We're learning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Zach and Aakash show. Today is episode 4, titled Maniac Monday or something, because we don't have a title yet, because I don't know. I know, Brian, the music's loud. That's the idea. It's to get everyone hype. I don't know, something like that.
Dude, it's always funny because I can never hear the music.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's like I gotta figure out a better way. Hello, Chop. Thanks Chow. Thanks for joining us. What the fuck? I like read your name with the other part with oop, and it made the word chop.
Ciao. Oop.
Chow oop. My bad. So welcome. Apologies for that minor technical difficulty. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
It's okay though.
It looked
We're
cool.
live
It looked
now.
cool on my screen when I was editing it.
Let's start it off with the Monday coffee bean.
I got my liquid coffee beans right here.
I got my solid coffee bean right here.
I'm gonna turn you up for a sec. T-shirt by Migos. Interesting. That's in my queue. Stream. How's the sound?
Should I probably put that in chat?
That's,
I gotta wait for the awkward delay right now.
Whatever. We'll just start. So this morning, I've been fucking. I got that free Google Home from Spotify, right? And that was my alarm. So it went off, and it scared the shit out of me, and I didn't know how to turn that shit off. Like I kept screaming, "Google off," but it just kept going and going. So I had to just get up and unplug it, and then I fell back asleep till 7.
Damn. Yeah, I did my usual routine of I got this little Fitbit type thing right here, so it wakes me up at 8, and then my phone wakes me up at 8:02, and then I just lie in bed watching YouTube or something, trying to wake me up until like 8:40. Then I finally get up.
Very nice. And here we are.
Here we are, dude. I always like the first like 10 minutes of this because it's all about us just waking up,
Oh yeah,
getting
yeah.
into routine.
It takes a little bit. I'm still waking up right now. I think it's good because it kind of, it forces me to be awake for everybody. But it wakes me up, the whole podcast.
Yeah.
So I find the biggest
Getting
problem I've been having is that I don't go to bed consistently, and then I wake up tired as shit the next morning, and then I end up pretty much snoozing, and then that cascades throughout the day. So I think that is one of the biggest keystone habits is just going to bed on time for me. That might be the focus of my week is going to bed on time again.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like even if I do go to bed at time, I still wake up tired most of the days. I don't know if tired is the word, but not wanting to get out of bed.
I feel that. Yeah. It's tough.
It's a struggle.
Sleeping's
Yeah,
a skill, man.
that's right. Well, yeah, sleeping, waking up. It's all a skill, I guess. Yeah, ever since I got this thing, I've been trying to track my sleep better, but I don't know how accurate it is.
Is that the Charge 2 or Charge 3?
No, this isn't a Fitbit. It's a Mi Fit. It's like the knockoff, like $35 Fitbit. But dude, this is really good. I bought this a month ago, and it's still at 50% battery. I haven't charged it yet.
Very cool, very
It
cool.
lasts for like 2 months, I guess.
Try getting ready for bed at a set time. Yeah, I think that's helpful. I think I might use the Google Home to like remind me because I'm very forgetful. So like it might be good to have a personal assistant in here because I'm probably in this room since the whole situation happened for about maybe 10 hours a day just working. Okay, plus sleep, that's like probably 18 hours, you know. I don't go
Mm,
downstairs that often, only for food and stuff because this is pretty much my office at this point.
yeah, pretty much, man. And actually, speaking of location, so my big thing yesterday was I was trying to figure out my habits, get it back, because I think environment plays a huge part. And
Hmm.
whenever I'm up at school, since the beginning, I have my habits tweaked and set up there. So looking around based on the environment, I'm like cued to get my work done. Or whenever I come back home, it's just years of high school habits of procrastinating, not doing anything, and just
Yeah,
like, eating like shit.
I feel
So that
that.
like gets triggered instantly. So it's just trying to combat that. So what I'm trying to do is instead of staying in this room the whole time, the two rooms I never really go to are like the guest room and the dining room because we just eat at the kitchen or something usually. So those two rooms don't have any habits or cues built into them. So I'm trying to move into those rooms to do more productive work and just keep my room for like gaming and entertainment, what it's been used for the past few years.
Have you considered, because James Clear would say, if you rearrange your workspace, it almost deletes the cues. Have you considered rearranging your workspace?
Interesting. I don't, yeah, I actually forgot about the rearranging workspace part, which I don't know if it's an option because I have a lot of stuff in here. It's going to be a pain to rearrange it. I think I'm just going to try moving to a different room for now because everyone at home's working right now, so there isn't going to be any distractions.
Because over spring break, I was in a bit of a rut. And so what I did was, I think Tuesday or Monday when classes started, I completely rearranged like my whole desk area. The bed is kept the way it usually is, but like that's just all right. That hasn't been a bad cue since like high school. Um, but I rearranged my whole desk space, and so now I feel inclined to do work because it's like I don't, it feels like it's like a battle station now with my like dual monitors. I might get a third, but I just have everything I need right here, and it's prime.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, it's prime.
Yeah, how's your desk set up? Do you have like smaller desks you could move around easily or what?
Yeah, so I have a small desk. This it goes about here to here. That's not helpful. But then I have a smaller like mini pong table as my like I guess studio desk where I do sketching and reading and writing and all that stuff right
Mm,
here, right here. And then I have a monitor here. So like here, that's where I can see chat and OBS. And then I have my bigger monitor here. So that's like you. And then I have a window. So if I want, I can open the window and stick my feet out. It's pretty relaxing, just as long as it's not raining.
gotcha. That's pretty good, dude. I like that big screen just for me.
I know. It's like you're right here. You know, I thought like a cool thing we could do one day is like, what if what if we build half the set in your room? Like we build a set, and we like cut it in half, and then we arrange the cameras in such a way so it looks like we're both in the same room.
Oh, I gotcha. That'd be pretty fun. I think the easiest way to do that is probably just have a solid color
Well, yeah, yeah.
background.
But like
Mm.
we'll adjust the cameras in such a way so one person could
But
be the zero, and then on stream we'll adjust the camera so it lines up.
do you have a green screen by any chance?
I think I do. Um,
I have one too. We could also use
we
that.
could fuck with green screens. I'd have to like iron it and stuff. I think you could do a green screen on OBS.
Yeah, you can do a
Yeah.
lot with OBS.
Dude, we could do all sorts of live streaming shows. I like live streaming. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. So I think my favorite part about this whole thing is getting to interact with chat.
I know, it's fun. Chat, prepare some questions. We're not gonna answer them right away, but just prepare your questions for a later segment when we answer them. Because
Yeah.
we've asked for questions before, and then it takes a couple minutes. So like, just prepare them, and we'll come back.
Let's see. Let's read what they said so far. What's the bedtime app, Kyle? I've never heard about that. And yeah, man, every morning workout, listen to us. Tune in, 9 a.m. We've been on time 2 days in a row. We're starting a little chain, and gonna keep the streak going. Ciao. Try getting ready for bed at a set time. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Maybe set an alarm for that.
I have it scheduled in today. I scheduled my day today. And I want to have some downtime. I might read fiction. I might do Tim Ferriss's shit and read fiction. Yeah, at night.
Nice. Green screen and then combine them. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. So Zach, what have you been reading up on? Our
Okay.
thing for today, our 1% better for today was have a topic prepared.
Okay, I have a prop. Hold up, chat. Oh god, I don't want to like. Ugh. So this is a VR headset. This is the Oculus Go.
I like the googly
Oh
eyes.
shit! I just fucking destroyed stream. Hold up. Technical difficulties. Oh god, everyone's seeing the spoilers. Yeah, my phone is the webcam because why buy one if I have a camera? So this is an Oculus. Oh, what the fuck? There's an ad. Hold up. Sorry, stream. It's loading. Well, I can see myself, so I guess it's working.
Yeah, that's good.
This is an Oculus Go. I wanted to have it for the quarantine because it's really important. But last night I was watching this documentary. Well, I went downstairs after doing a shit ton of homework and Call of Duty, and I was like, all right, I just need to like watch TV and chill the fuck out. And there was this documentary about like, I guess it was about bayonets and shit, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So like, one thing to know about me, I'm kind of a nerd for like the Revolutionary War stuff. I play a bunch of games with those shits, and they were talking about like the bayonet and how it's like the psychological effect. And then they did this weird test where they took an Oculus Rift and they were like, we're gonna demonstrate the psychological effect of having a bayonet. So they had like 10 people come in. And they had them like 10 random people. They had them wear an Oculus Rift, and so it was like a World War. It was either World War II or World War One. I think it was World War II, and they were in these trenches. And then they would have a soldier run at them with like a gun without a bayonet, and people would be scared and shit. And then the next time they brought one in with a bayonet, and they got scared again from that. At the same time, they were tracking like skin hardness and all sorts of stuff like heart rate and stuff like that. And then the third time they had them actually get attacked with the bayonet. And apparently, obviously people were a lot more scared with the bayonet. But what I found interesting was the fact that it was in VR. So when I'm in VR, I don't get scared. But apparently VR is actually used as like psychological therapy to overcome fears and stuff like that. So like if you have arachnophobia, they'll throw on a VR headset and show you spiders and shit. So I just found that very interesting that you could use VR as a form of therapy. And I technically use that here. I did some of my coursework in VR. So I was in my VR apartment. Yeah, I have a VR apartment. And I was like scrolling through my coursework just to like convince my mind that I was going somewhere else to do work so I don't go fucking crazy. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
So you say you don't get scared. Have you tried any horror things on the VR?
Yeah, and I'm like, I guess I'm divergent. If anyone's read that book, I'm like, oh, this is just a simulation.
Interesting. You completely understand. So
Let me fix this.
is there like an animal you're scared of or something?
Not really. Hold up, I'm locking
Snakes?
my phone.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Go
shit.
for it.
No. See, so I don't get scared from VR, but my mind does get convinced um, sometimes. So I think there's Temple Run on the Oculus Go, and that fucked me up because like you run in the game, but you're standing still in VR. So that fucked me up within like in 10 seconds. I felt sick because it just felt like someone physically moved me. That's how fucked it was. So like you can convince
Interesting.
your mind on certain things. Therapy work, I know it's not real, so it doesn't that shit doesn't work. But it's more like the brain trickery that fucks with me.
Well, there's still some placebo where people say even if you know it's placebo, it can still work. Because for me, at least as far as fears go, I could see a picture of a snake and I'd still freeze up a little bit.
You afraid of snakes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Damn, I did not
yeah,
know that.
yeah, dude. It's gotten better, but like back in high school, like in biology class, I'd see a picture of a snake. Be like, oh shit! Like you couldn't see it outside, but internally, I'd be like, oh shit, it's a snake.
So like, what have you done to overcome the snake fear?
Just nothing much on the outside. Just looking at more pictures and videos where like pictures and videos don't spook me out as much anymore. Desensitized to that. And
Do
looking
you
up videos on snake defense, like just hitting him on the head.
do you think if we did a simulation with this, with like a fucking snake jumping on you, what do you think? What do you think
Oh,
would
I
happen?
jump.
You
I
jump?
jump. Oh yeah.
Interesting.
My fear levels spike like that.
Wow. It's cool because you ever think of the first movie that came out, or one of the first like movies that came out was a train coming at the audience, and everyone fucking jumped. But like now, if you and I were to watch like a video of a train coming at us, we'd be like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
It's interesting. You know, people are gonna fucking make fun of us one day for our VR fears, but
yeah. Maybe. Or I mean, the whole purpose of VR and the entire side of entertainment is to get it as close to reality as possible. It's literally called virtual reality.
yeah,
So maybe if people ever get to a point in the future where they're not scared of VR anymore, it wouldn't be doing its job properly. Because some people would probably want to use it for horror and things like that. And it'd be interesting to test if you're not scared of something in VR, to do the same thing again in real life to see if to test if you're actually desensitized to it overall or not.
it's true. I think jump scares might be the point where it's like, okay, because movie jump scares still get you, you know?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think the purpose of VR is to get as close to reality as possible. So I think ideally in the future you won't be able to distinguish it. Maybe not ideally. I don't know. That can get into some screwy things.
See, I don't know how much VR when I'm wearing this. There's that weird feeling that I can't really describe, and it's like, it's a weird feeling. I think it's relatively new, um, since we've had VR because that's not really a thing we discuss. But it's a weird feeling, and then when you take it off, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's an
Yeah,
interesting
yeah.
feeling.
I haven't had as much VR experience as you, but definitely every time I have used it, um, yeah, I think it's primarily probably because it's like projecting your conscience almost into something else. Your body's still just sitting there still, and then but your brain is getting all these visual stimulus as if your body's moving. And I think it's probably that disconnect between the two.
Interesting. It's a cool feeling, man.
Yeah.
You gotta spend like a good hour or 2 hours in VR, and then when you take it off, you're like, oh shit.
I've never spent that long in VR. Have you
It's
seen
easy.
that YouTube video? The dude who went like a week
Fuck
in
that. Yeah.
VR.
Fuck that. Yeah.
The only time he took it off was for like even sleeping. He slept with it on, so he'd
Yeah.
wake up with it.
He just closed his eyes.
Yeah.
I think VR should go mainstream. Um, especially now. See, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't want VR," but here we are talking virtually.
I hear VR.
Like, why is this different than if we were to start acting socially over the internet with VR? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's just too much friction right now.
yeah,
It's not as accessible yet. It's not like having a cell phone where everyone has a cell phone with the camera. Like VR headsets, they can get expensive. How cheap have they got now? For like
this
a
one,
cheap but decent VR headset?
this one's about $150. It's not
Okay,
bad.
that's better than I thought. Okay.
Um, yeah. So Facebook's gotten better. We can't forget about the hidden cost of VR. So someone might see a VR headset and say, "Oh, it's $400," but at the same time, you got to buy a PC that's like $2,000 or
You, you're
$1,000.
frozen right now.
Oh, you are too. The fuck? Uh-oh. Technical difficulties, chat? Oh no, you're good. You're good. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's good now.
Um,
It just froze up.
your internet
Say that
connection
whole
is
thing again.
unstable. Basically, what I was saying was the hidden cost of VR. So it's like $400 for a headset. Someone might say, okay, $400. Let's make it cheaper. Maybe they bring it to 200, but they're forgetting the hidden cost of a PC to run VR, which is like $2,000 to $1,000. Um, yeah,
I see.
it's tricky.
So, do you need a PC to run yours right now?
No, this is a standalone. I think the Oculus Quest is also a standalone. That one's a little more expensive, I think. This is pretty decent for what you get. Personally,
Okay.
I think the phone inside of a device type of VR is shit. I hate that.
Yeah, dude. No,
It's so
terrible.
bad.
It's terrible.
That was my first VR headset. It's over there, but it I don't know. It was cool, but it's not good. Um, I think
Hey,
that
where is VR popular right now? Just gaming? Is it popular anywhere else?
honestly, I don't see anything else than gaming. A couple of people in chat. We went to a VR arcade in I think it was Vernon. Um, that was interesting. It was pretty fun.
Oh, is it Spark?
Yeah. You pay it. I think it's by the hour. And there's a mic so you can talk to your buddy who's in VR while he's
Oh,
playing.
cool.
And I think they're trying to get a bar in there, so that's probably where the
I
real
thought they did
revenue's
have
gonna
one.
come. Oh, did they? I haven't
Yeah,
been
yeah,
there
I'm
in like
pretty
2
sure.
years, but
I haven't been there either, but my friends go there, and there's a bar now.
John wants to see the old one. All right, I will pull out the old one.
Kosh is frozen in a trance. He's beautiful. Thank you. What else do we got? Aliens freak me out.
That's right, Chad. I'm wearing shorts.
man.
That's rare. This is the original VR headset. Oh fucking shit! Oh my god.
It's so many technical difficulties.
I'm sorry. Oh god. Okay, so this is
Half-Life Alyx has brought VR to a new level.
here's the
Half-Life
original.
Alyx. I'm gonna look that up.
Ah, people texting chat. Oh shit. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh,
Technical
Half-Life.
difficulty.
Oh, it's a VR Half-Life.
Here you go, chat. You put your phone in here and you look through these lenses. I hate this so much.
No way. So it came out a week ago. Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah.
I gotta look into that. Can you play it on your device, or do you need something better?
I think I need something better. Mine is more of the social device. So like chat rooms. There's some games, but I think the chat rooms are like one of the best features. You can watch Netflix. That's a good feature. And YouTube.
Nah, there you go. How does
Drown
Netflix look?
everyone out.
Is it curved a little bit?
You can have it however you want. You can make it curved, flat. You could go into a virtual movie theater. You can do it.
Does it look really big for you?
Yeah.
Does it look like you're watching in a movie theater or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And do you believe it?
Do I believe that's big? Like,
Yeah, like does it actually feel big, or do you know it's something small that's enlarged, or does it actually feel like
oh yeah, yeah,
you're watching it? Oh,
yeah.
sick.
Um, my favorite thing to do is to lie down and then have a giant fucking screen on like the ceiling. It's the best.
Yeah.
And then I put in my
This,
headphones, and no one's gonna bother me because they're like, "Fuck is he doing?"
dude, does it have a camera? So can you do like some AR with it? Some low level AR?
No, this one,
Interesting.
this one you could do low level AR, because this part's clear, so your phone camera could go in. It looked weird as shit.
Gotcha.
It looks weird as shit, but you can do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see where VR and more than even VR, AR is gonna go. I think North is doing a really good job pushing some early stage AR because they're not trying to go too hard with it. They're just trying to start off with something as simple as like what the Google Glass is trying to give us time, a GPS, notifications, like pretty much what the Apple Watch or something like that's doing. Just very basic controls, and
Yeah,
then they can get that into, they can make that commercially viable and slowly expand it and build on it and iterate, getting it better and better. Because other companies are just trying to do way too much. They're trying to do like the type of AR you see in movies instantly. And it's not working out because they're coming out with these expensive devices with not enough customers to test it out and use it regularly.
because you also don't know if people want to use AR, right? You need to have that MVP. It's like, what the fuck? Does a consumer really need to see like jellyfish flying in their world? Although
Yeah.
that's really cool, or is it like I would use it to read text messages and get directions and like some information. Maybe it'll display like my heart rate for me.
Yeah.
And another feature or another big problem is the Google Glasses look stupid. So does the higher level ones. No one's gonna fucking walk around with that shit.
Yeah.
It needs to look like glasses, or like it needs to be discreet. Um, unless everyone wears it, it's fine. But like that's we're not there yet.
Even then, dude, no, dude, you'd be such an asshole walking around with those.
The ship now.
Come on. Yeah, I think where I would like to see it head towards is pretty much slowly getting AR again to become common in society. And once it's common, slowly move towards a lack of monitors and turn AR to be your primary monitor. I think that would be like the best use case for it. So you wouldn't need a phone anymore. You would just need a controller. It'll all be in your AR, in your glasses, or you wouldn't need a dual or triple screen monitor anymore. You can just set it all up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chat. This is what we're talking about. See, it projects a laser right here onto your glasses. I'd buy one. I don't have any money, but I'll buy one.
The screen's just black right now.
I know it'll change.
Oh, there it is. There. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's like the bare minimum right there, which I love. Corey says, I want to see my heart rate and have it display text based on natural language. Response like Google Assistant. Yeah, Corey, I didn't think of that. Yeah, that would be dope. Any wearable like Google Glass should be using cloud computing. So no need for all that junk on the device. No need. That is dope. Whoa. What is that available? Do you mean
Wow.
when, Kyle? Focals 2.0. Shit. Oh, they have a 2.0 now. I
Yeah,
didn't even know that. That's cool. Do you know what's better about the 2.0?
I haven't read it. This is news to me, actually.
Cool.
So I remember the problem was you have to get fitted. So if you and I wanted to get one, we would have to go to Canada
No. They
Or is
made it
it?
better. They added some AI. I'm pretty sure, so you
Oh,
could.
it could just fit on your phone or something.
Yeah, something like that. I think they have a North Focals by North app.
Okay. Yeah, they're no longer so first generation focals are no longer okay. Cool.
Yeah, man. No, I think they're doing so. How it works too is you have a little ring on your finger, and that's how you control everything. So and you see those glasses. They look almost like normal glasses. Yeah, they're a little bit bulkier, but it's not bad at all. Um,
Okay, it's like
yeah,
$800.
yeah, it's up there.
Or
So
that's
they need to
Edith
get it a
smart
lot cheaper.
glasses. I don't know if it's 800.
Eat it like the Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Tony Stark Spider-Man.
It'll get cheaper. I have faith. Printers used to be like really expensive. All right, let's go back to regular scene.
But yeah, from what Kyle's saying, do you think it's possible to have it completely cloud computed? Because I think that'd be dope for if you're at home. But what if you want to wear it around in public? Would you need to buy like a data plan for that? Or would it piggyback off your phone? And what would the latency be on that? You have to
It should
piggyback off your phone and
It should piggyback on your phone. For now at least. Look, Eli joined the stream. Um, I think it does it piggyback. I have no idea. We gotta look into it a little more. But I think you should be able to piggyback on your phone.
no,
'Cause
I'm
if
not
it's
talking
like
about North.
or
Well,
just
maybe they have to do something. I'm saying in the future, like in general, how the technology could evolve.
I mean, it could become your phone.
Yeah,
So like,
at one point, yeah.
um, maybe we can get way more powerful devices. Like, how about not have your phone do all the computing? What if you just had a screen or something? Um, you know, like what if you could have
Hmm.
a screen that used 5G and it like read to like a box somewhere, like a full-fledged fucking computer in like, I don't know, New Mexico, and then you just had a screen that was like flat and you could just do all sorts of computing from that.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, 5G. I think 5G is going to be key there, which I just wrote down because I want to read up on that for tomorrow. I want to talk
Sure, man.
about 5G.
I'll
That's
make sure I read it too, so I don't feel like an idiot. I set aside an
yeah.
hour tonight to read. It's literally called research, so I could read.
Research.
It's good.
5G. I don't know how the people are treating it like the magic pill for connectivity, but what the trade-off for speed is, you need a lot of nodes or something, right? It's a range. It's a very small range.
Hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, that's slowly becoming. I don't know. It feels like they're trying to push it as if it's slowly starting to become mainstream, but I still think we're like a couple years out before complete adoption.
I see that. Yeah.
'Cause what 3G to 4G, that switch was made in like 2010, right? 3G or 4G's been around for like 8 to 10 years ish, but the 2G to 3G to 4G was really quick. But we'll talk about this tomorrow
Exciting stuff, dude. I'm
when
like,
we have knowledge on it. Yeah.
Akash and I had this conversation about AR. It was like last year. We were like, what if you could install a texture for your world? And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Got me researching. I was
Yeah.
like, let me build my own. And then I was like, oh, this is like new technology that I don't understand the math and shit. See, there's that
But it
weird
can happen.
trade-off where it's like, I don't know. It's like it's not real, but it is real, but like maybe not.
Corey's like, I'm already over 5G. I want 7G.
Wow, dude, chat is fucking exploding today. Fuck yeah,
Yeah, dude,
boys.
8 viewers, 8
Doing
simultaneous
well.
viewers. We're at a. I'd be
Everybody,
using Minecraft default. Hell yeah, man. Imagine you actually walk outside and your world looks like a Minecraft world, dude. That'd be dope.
Have you played Minecraft Worlds, the AR game?
Oh, Minecraft Earth, dude, it's terrible. It's
I
absolute
know.
trash.
I was in
I tried it
Fairfield
out.
playing. Everyone's like, look at this idiot playing Minecraft.
I don't know why they had to make it like Pokemon Go, where you have to like walk around to get all these resources.
It's safe because they know Pokemon Go is successful. So everyone's gonna, it's like an arms race. They're just gonna copy it.
How successful was Pokemon Go, though?
Very successful.
You think?
I think it's one of the most played mobile games.
Is it? I think that was maybe in the beginning because of the legacy of Pokemon, but once I personally thought the game was shit because it was just something so different. Like it's drove so far away from the actual Pokemon mechanics that I was not a fan of it at all.
Yep.
I like the whole part where you can walk around and find Pokemon and stuff like that, but the actual like fighting or anything like that, I hated.
Yeah, me too. I thought there was gonna be like you walk around with your phone and you have a random encounter where you fight a Pokemon. But instead, you go to these stupid gyms and you fucking.
Yeah, you like
That's not fucking
tap and
Pokemon.
yeah,
I was like, this is
exactly.
so stupid. I thought my phone was gonna turn into like a Pokédex, when I'm fighting a Pokemon, and
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like Pokemon. It wasn't. Like maybe I'd go into a field and that's like the grass where you fight Pokemon and that shit would show up. But no, they had to ruin it and make something completely different.
Yeah, man. It's I still thought the cool part was it got you around the neighborhood. I actually met a few new people playing when it first came out. I think it was summer before college started, so it was summer of 2016 when it came out. And like I'd go to places I've never been to before around town, and there'd also be other people there. So I thought the human interaction was really cool, which is funny enough. That's kind of one of the places we took on ideas from for Dropboard. Some preload for you right there.
Okay.
So yeah, because all of us really thought the player-to-player interactions in real life was really cool. Other than that, though, yeah, I agree with you. The game was not Pokemon, and it also felt like they were just trying to make as much money with it as possible,
That's the sad thing.
unless you're willing to grind.
Dude, that's the sad thing about a lot of our new popular culture stuff, like Star Wars, um, Avengers, even The Walking Dead. It's all just money grind now. See, the thing is, when you're like new, you got to be really good to compete with like the bigger brands and stuff like that. It's like the first Star Wars, like the first couple had to be good because it was like low budget, and then now that it's like a huge brand, people will watch it. Like
Yeah, it's
if
just
you made a
hype.
new show called like just Star Wars, it was literally just nothing, like dumb shit. Um, People would watch it. Like Game of Thrones, the last season. I'm sure we've all seen it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but that was fucking dog shit because they knew we were all gonna watch it, and we all did, even though it was shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because of the hype.
Yeah,
But something like that, so I don't think people would watch it for over a season.
it's true.
All right, Eli. They updated it mad. Yeah, I haven't played it in the last year, dude. I literally haven't played the game since like 2017, early 2017, freshman year. Yeah, this is my smart bedroom. It's not running anymore. It was on this Raspberry Pi right here. It was
Oh
doing the magic,
shit.
and but I think I fried it out one day by doing some. I was trying to hook it up to LED lights too, but I put like some stuff on the wrong pin, and I might have fried it. And I also don't have my Alexa here anymore, so I can't show it off to you guys. But yeah, that was a fun project, fun summer project. Dropboard, the never dying dream. That's right, Kyle.
You should do a
Pangea and
drop
Dropboard.
board special.
Burns is on. Oh, we're up to 9. Oh,
Everybody,
can we hit 10 simultaneous viewers today?
hey, everyone, drop a like, please, while you're all here and we have your attention.
Guys,
Drop
send
that
it.
like. There
Each
you
person
go.
send a link to one friend.
Yeah,
We're trying to
everyone's
get to 10 simultaneous viewers today.
yeah, everyone one friend you think would watch this and not me because someone sent me my own link today. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I won't name names, but it was Mike Taylor.
yeah. What do you think about mobile capability with AR and VR? Where do you think that's heading?
I just think it sucks. Like I don't want to go out with my phone to like hold it up and look for information
Just like be around like
when I could just like well, one, I look like an asshole. Two, it just seems inconvenient for no reason. I'd rather just like look up a link. Like if you want to have something that gives me information, have a QR code. I'll take a picture and I'll go to the website. It's so much easier than like waiting for the camera to like adjust and shit. Um, like the whole point of AR glasses is it's like it's automatic. You don't have to do anything. You know, it just it would
right.
just
It's
do
like
it for you. But fucking, you know,
yeah. Yeah, I think it's super cool though that we get to live through this and watch it grow. And I think by it's 2020 now, by 2030 we're going to be living in a completely different world because it's crazy to think about how smartphones were so bad but yet seemed crazy just 10 years ago.
I know they've only been around that long. You know.
Yeah. Dude, I was in 5th grade when the first iPhone came out and it was so cool. And obviously, wait, actually, hold up. No, I thought I had it in my bookshelf. I forgot where I put it, but I still have it. And man, that phone, it was so slow, so bad compared to standards these days. But back then, you could do Temple Run, Angry Birds, Cut the Rope,
Hell
Fruit
yeah,
Ninja, all the classics.
Fruit Ninja. I have my iPod Touch. It's in the drawer over there. That shit was that was prime.
Yeah, wait. Oh, I don't have the phones here either, but I got the iPhone 4 box.
Fuck yeah. I
When
lost
do
chat.
you
What's up?
iPhone iterations are lame, Kyle. It's like what we were talking about with Star Wars or Pokemon. They've established the brand, and even though they are lame, they're still decent enough to keep people coming back.
That's true. Oh, I shouldn't be eating
Yeah.
this. Sorry. I forget there's like 10 people watching me right now.
Yeah, dude.
um,
Sometimes I do random shit. I'm like, oh crap.
yeah, I agree. There isn't much going on with the iPhones. I think if Steve Jobs was still alive, we might have our AR glasses by now. I think they're working on them because Apple bought some AR company, or it was either an AR or VR company, but they bought some company, and you don't just buy a company for the sake of buying them. Um, you buy the
Yeah.
team and stuff like that. Or maybe they did just
Either
buy
they
it to trick everyone to boost shares or something. I don't know, but they did do that.
or maybe they were competition.
Yeah, maybe they were a comp. Well, I don't know. Is there? Can you really
Yeah, I
compete
guess
with?
MKBHD just recently did a video about like how phones are iterating because up to a point, phones are getting a lot faster. They are adding a lot more features. Like the most recent one, obviously, is like phones have moved to full screens with no bezels anywhere, which is pretty cool. But when did they stop becoming like major updates? Because right now, all the changes you see are like a small hardware boost, like a little bit more storage. Phones have like 12 gigs of RAM now for some reason. Cameras, there's a lot of huge improvement in cameras, especially with Google. They're doing software improvements too. But
This phone, iPhone 11, it's got 3
the
cameras.
camera, the triple camera, yeah, but they don't seem crazy anymore. You know, it's just like having the same device with like minor changes would definitely add up over a few years. But it's not like this phone going from like a 3-inch screen to like a 6-inch screen. Or you remember the OG, the iOS, what was it, iOS 6 update, was it?
Is that
When
from
everything,
went flat?
yeah, it went from like the isomorphic view or something to,
Logo when they fucking ironed that shit out.
yeah,
We'll
man.
never go back.
Yeah, Kyle, yeah, home button to none, face scan was huge, face ID. It's like every 3 to 4 years, it seems, is a major update. Yeah, about the ones that folded. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, have you seen the folding ones? Because
Hmm.
Samsung, I think last year came out with the folding huge tablet thing that was shit, but this year they're coming out with not just they have the Z Fold, and then they have the Motorola, the new updated Razr, where it's actually like a flip phone, and it works pretty well too. It's mad expensive, but not too bad considering. I think, let me look it up. It's $1,500. Damn, that's crazy. 1,500 for a phone. It's wild how laptops, a lot of like decent laptops are cheaper than some of the phones out there now. Some of the flagship phones.
It's true. I still want
I
the
used to think
minimalist phone.
$1,000 for a laptop was a lot.
Yeah, not
The
anymore.
minimalist phone? What's that?
It's just like a phone where I think it's got a paper screen. You could call, you could text, you get directions, you can call an Uber. That's about it.
Interesting.
So we're going back to the flip phone. I still
Some
think
people like need that.
I still think that phones shouldn't house their hardware. Like I know like we've seen that with the Nvidia streaming or whatever the fuck it was. Like
We were there, man. We were there for the
yeah, I think the biggest
we
problem is you need to constantly have a connection. So I think that 5G
yeah.
plus just like a screen is all you need because then we can focus on other things like folding, waterproof.
I partially I think the phone still needs to have some hardware to support basic capabilities.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, because if you're in the middle of the woods lost somewhere, you're still gonna need at least like GPS capabilities or something like that, right? You
Hmm.
can't. But yeah, I think the biggest problem is just building the infrastructure after that.
Because then, like, think about having a very, very small, flat phone that's like the weight of nothing, and you could
Mhm.
play like Skyrim. Shit, just kicked my desk. Um, you know, nice and flat,
Yeah,
like a piece of paper.
Samsung was working on they made like the roll-up TV. They were also
Interesting.
working on like a roll-up phone where it was just a base and then it would like extend out, which was really
Okay.
cool. Yeah, but
I imagine having that and
um,
like just flex on everyone.
yeah,
It's like, what if it's like the size of like this width? You just take it out, you go whoosh, and you have a phone.
like
Whoosh.
projects up.
Yeah. Whoosh.
I think the biggest why are our phones so big? I think it's mainly because the hardware more
Hmm.
than the more or not the hardware. I don't think it's mainly because of the CPU or RAM. I think it's because of the battery and camera. That's what making the phone big. So even if we did
That's true.
take the computing somewhere else, I don't think it would make too much of this difference in size yet. It would probably make it a little bit smaller and probably allow you to maybe the headphone jack can come back through that. But
But are our phones necessarily like upgrading phones, making them smaller? Is that necessarily the solution, or should we start thinking about other technologies as our way of interacting with the internet and stuff like that?
so like just reinventing the board.
Yeah, because a lot of us, like when we think about this stuff, we all think about upgrading a phone rather than focusing on what, because we can't imagine it right now because it doesn't exist. We can imagine a new phone that's flatter, faster, I don't know, bends and shit, but we can't think of something that isn't a phone, if you get what I'm saying, because it doesn't exist.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
Because like in the 1980s,
Well,
like no
okay.
one thought of this. Like it wasn't. No one really could conceive this shit. Otherwise, it would probably
Here's the
exist.
thing. Would it be a replacement for the phone still? Or would it just be a completely new device? That would be an add-on. Because
Completely
especially
new
with
device.
that, okay, that replaces the phone. Yeah, we could think of something new like that, but again, yeah, maybe I just can't think of it right now, but would be what about like would it still serve the same purpose as the phone though? Because then wouldn't you still need a camera? Wouldn't a camera and a battery still be a big part of it?
Yeah, I mean, cameras have existed, um, exactly with the creative bubble, but cameras have existed from hundreds of years. You just tack it on to a device. So I think it will have a camera, definitely. People always will be using cameras for the foreseeable future. I think it will have a battery because you just need a battery. But I don't think it'll look like a phone.
Well, maybe it's just a little device, tiny device in your pocket, and taking it back to the whole AR thing. Your glasses, the display. You got a
Exactly.
little tiny device that has the camera and all the hardware needed. So when you want to take a picture, you can just go like that. Maybe it's just like a little button in your hand, and then with
Yeah,
little processors and stuff built into it.
exactly. Um,
Yeah,
we always think of
yeah.
inside the box.
Neuralink.
What was
Yeah,
Neuralink
Jesus.
again? Was that?
I think that's a thing Elon was working on, where it's pretty much
Oh
like
yeah, you could just.
telepathic connections.
Oh god.
That would be wild, man.
Oh god.
You know, I want to see where batteries are headed because I think, um,
Eli, you fucking called the stream. Ah, Jesus.
what?
We just got DOSed. Someone called me.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, batteries are a huge thing. So we need smaller and better batteries that last as long.
Interesting. Yeah. Solar. The solar phone.
Maybe, maybe. I know what would you do, like hold it out like that.
Do we need batteries as humans?
Hell does that even mean?
No, like what if like I think you brought this up before, but like DNA holds so much information. It's almost instantaneous. So
I don't see where you're trying to
so
go
like
with this. What does that have
why
to do with batteries?
well yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. But like what if you didn't like what if we keep thinking about hardware, like building hardware from materials, but what if it was like a more of an organic creature? Um, like what if your battery was a fucking like mouth and you put food in it and that powered your device?
Yeah,
It's
it's a
organic.
30-second delay.
It's like a living creature.
Yeah, that dude. That would be sick.
It's kind of
Man.
gross to think about though.
Well, because it wouldn't have to be a full living creature.
It's
It
like a
would just have
plant.
to.
It's a plant.
Yeah, it would have to be like a
Ugh.
mix between biology and technology. Wow,
Yeah.
that'd be sick. And then, yeah, why create solar power when you can just
Just grow it.
use a plant?
Yeah. You just
Yeah,
feed it.
yeah.
You take your like waste of food and you put it inside of
Like
its
horror
like
movie.
inside of its mouth and shit, you know? And then the thing like shits and you use the shit to farm more food. And so you take that food and you feed it to it. And you have infinite power.
Dude, imagine you pull your phone out of your pocket and then your hand just reaches into a bunch of shit.
Oh, I don't want a fucking biology or a
But then again, it
yeah.
wouldn't just be like a mini human in your pocket or something. It would be like a mix between like biology and technology. So I don't know. Maybe that could be cool. Maybe we can figure out how to harness energy from plants
You know,
and power it
someone,
like that,
I think
and work
Jack,
with proteins.
yeah, Jack was saying like you put a mini turbine in your, like, assume you like connect devices to you to power it. You could put a mini turbine in your bloodstream, like, or in your like arteries and stuff. So they'd
And clog
spin,
your clog your
clog your
arteries.
arteries. Yeah, they would spin a little turbine, and that could give you a low power source.
When I was in IQ, this one guy was working on this. Hold up. Maybe all right. I'll give a very high level overview because I don't know how deep I can go because of the NDAs and stuff. But he was working on pretty much essentially a pacemaker that's really small that is connected to your body. But the issue with pacemakers right now is their batteries are huge and the acids in the battery are toxic to you.
Mhm.
But he developed a solution where it's like a really tiny device and it gets energy from you moving around, walking. So literally feeding off your energy. And when we were in David's class for entrepreneurship, when we were originally brainstorming something,
It's a
what
good
can
point.
we develop? Yeah, because wasting such energy. What if just while sitting there, we can be putting ourselves to use?
You know, in the Matrix, they harness their energy to power the Matrix.
There you go, dude.
Yee. Could get.
There you go.
You think about the ethics. You know, they could start farming people for energy.
Yeah, they could. We could go take it back to manual labor, but creates electricity now.
Ugh. Ugh.
Because you can be spinning a wheel to power a generator, while also the motion of spinning in your body powers another generator.
Ugh. God damn it, we've been DOSed again.
Oh,
Stop DOSing us. Okay.
bionic enhancements.
Let me read some of these comments. Wow, we got a shit ton of comments today.
Yeah, people are active. It's Monday. People are ready.
Yeah, I gotta bounce in a bit because I have an exam in 2 minutes. But it's 4 hours, so I got 4 hours to do it. Open notes, I think.
Yeah, dude, it's online. It's always open notes now.
That's true. We were supposed to take it before spring break, but she canceled it because of Corona.
Gotcha.
So tomorrow's about 5G.
Yeah, or maybe we'll change it up. We've been talking about tech sci-fi a lot. Maybe we got to change it up, take it a different route,
Go back to
and come
dating.
back to 5G. Yeah, we could do that. We could do like a social one, or we could go more into philosophy.
Philosophy. Very polymathic. Multiple things.
We have multiple things to, or maybe like Kevin suggested, we could take it to like Russian cuisine, take it to travel, do
Sure.
anything.
I'd talk about anything. You just gotta read some. I gotta. Okay, maybe we'll push 5G for like Wednesday or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we'll push 5G for Wednesday.
We got to alternate. We could between like
Tomorrow,
tech and something else.
let's talk about non-tech, like a fine art or like artistic.
Fine art. Ooh, chat suggestions
Is anyone
for
even
tomorrow.
watching still?
Yeah. There's
Oh,
still
6
people. It's
people. Wow,
declining, but
this is probably our best stream, to be honest.
yeah, man. Chat also let us know maybe what do you guys think it is that there's a small increase in numbers, better content, or better audience that we found? Better audience. I don't know.
Peace.
figure it out.
Kyle's
Yeah,
leaving.
peace.
Bye,
Peace, peace,
Kyle.
peace.
Heart.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it a surprise to you guys. What we're going to talk about tomorrow. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you tomorrow again at 9 a.m. And outro music sec.
Do I have it still? Shit, it's gone. Sing. Sing.
La 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 la.
Bye.
Wait.
Are you gonna play a song? Is that you?
Yeah, I'm not playing it. I'm just rubbing the strings.
Oh God,
Yeah,
that sounds
it's that
so.
outro music for
That
today.
sounds inappropriate.
Brian, it's been consistently around 4 to 6.
One day
And
we had
2 of those are
3.
me and Zach.
Yeah, one day we
Yeah.
had 3, and I felt like shit.
And I think Brian was the only one watching it.
That's okay. We're gonna.
All right.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.